the West. No, but no. All jokes aside, I'm looking forward to seeing who we're gonna face off against here.
So there's actually not that many different things that can happen in this
No,
draw.
I mean that's the thing. It's pretty much decided.
Yeah, the 8 teams have been put into 4 pools.
Yeah.
The top pool is the #1 seed from the LCK and the LPL, so that's going to be Gen.G and BLG. And then, I mean, based on the pooling, you got a great chance. TL and G2 are a higher tier than T1 and TES. So you never know. They're tier 2 teams, but that's just the #1 seeds from LCK, or sorry, from LEC and LCS. And then Tier 3 are the first place teams for both groups, T1 and TES, and Tier 4 are the 2 teams that play today. The reason that there's not that many different draw possibilities is the rule that was instituted from last year, where we're not going to get cross-regional matchups early on in the bracket. So that's gonna pre-decide a lot of stuff.
Good learnings from last year. And the draw order will not determine the schedule. We will have this one later. I mean, again, it's really difficult because we pretty much know.
I mean, okay.
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
so,
oh, do
you trust Humanoid's judgment?
I learned not to trust my teams. Sadly.
Well, I'll just say
not to trust my teams, but yeah.
If Humanoid wants to play BLG.
That's the thing, and for me, that's the confidence that matters here. And if he feels like this is the team that's gonna give them the easiest time, if easy is the word here, I guess we'll see about this. I really want to see what G2 is going to be.
I was going to say,
and I really want to see TL.
My question is, do you think G2, because they have to draw TES or T1?
I think they.
Who would they rather have? Laura, who would you rather G2 face?
That's a tricky one.
I would rather. Okay, I think T1. I think T1 because I'm dead scared of TS's bot lane against G2.
Jackie Love.
Yeah.
But G2's swapping away from that in an instant.
Yeah.
They're the swap kings.
They are the swap kings. They brought this one in the LEC.
So, I thought you were going to go for like the historic aspect of like, well, G2's had beaten T1 before. G2's usually been better against LCK.
Yeah.
Because like based off of what we've seen this year, like I feel like for sure they'd want to play against TES. Just because T1's the defending world champions, they seem to have this international aura about them again. They seem to always make finals in every single tournament they play in.
Also,
T1 has not looked the best.
They look slightly shaky.
Yeah.
You know.
And they're practicing lane swaps. They're thinking about G2.
What about TL?
For that.
Well, TES brought out lane swaps against BLG in PL playoffs too.
I mean, again, if I go off of history, I'll say TL should play T1 again because man, they almost won that best of 1 at Worlds 4 months ago.
Yeah.
But I just think T1's a stronger team than TES. So let's see the first.
Right.
Gen.G.
We're gonna have Gen.G, of course.
I guess the first consequential draw is when he's moving to the other bucket.
Yeah. I'm glad that we solved the issue we had last year, the fact that each side of the bracket will only be allowed to have 1 team per region.
Yeah.
Avoiding the matchups that we had last year. I think it's going to make everything spicier as well. Is that going to help us? I don't know, BLG drawn second here.
I think it's just going to make a much more, I mean, it's compelling tournament later on. You're going to get more cross-regional matchups, which is the reason we're here. If we wanted to watch Gen.G versus T1, like, we got to. And we still might, but they're going to have to prove that they're better than the other regions first. All right, this is the moment.
This is when it becomes interesting. All right, let's see. Team Liquid.
Team Liquid.
So TL plays, I believe they're going to slot right up against Gen.G then, you'd think.
Yeah, on
or
the
no,
they're on the Gen.G side of the bracket.
Trolling.
Not
on the other side. Yeah.
We still don't know.
They're technically a first seed.
Well, obviously they're going to play Gen.G after they win their first round matchup against G2.
Of course.
Yes, is what I was going to say.
Expected.
Yeah.
G2. I think G2 is hungry after what happened at Worlds. I don't know if that's going to translate in good results, but
at least they're on the BLG side of the jacket, the bracket, which is actually like really, really interesting because I think the lane swap against BLG can be really effective because you want to avoid that elk on bot lane. They are hyper aggressive.
Oh, TES. All right. I love the smile.
Yeah.
I mean, the funny
Alright,
thing is,
so-
TES, even if they weren't drawn there, they can.
How do you feel about this? Team Liquid versus TES.
That's fine. Like I said, TES, it's as fine as it's gonna be. Like everything's a bad choice.
Yeah.
Uh,
T1.
Alright, there you go.
Careful what you wish for. Nothing is easy here, but yeah.
You did say you'd rather have them.
Yeah.
So you did this.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see how hard it comes in by
Man, TES, that's interesting.
I'm trying to project
Yeah.
into what it's gonna look like on the Rift. Fnatic.
来自 LEC 的 Fnatic 向进入上半区。
You have to go into the top bracket because they can't be in the same side as G2.
G2. So they did not get what
Humanoid is not gonna
Humanoid
push.
wanted, and they will face Genji.
接下来有请
So we get double LCK LEC in the first round, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
None
mean,
of these are good outcomes. Like none of these like, wow, I'm so happy we got this. This is how brutal MSI
would
is.
have been
Yeah.
happy anyway. Like, that's
No, there's-
It's a
like I
very,
said-
no, it's a very, very Spartan tournament.
yeah.
No,
The
especially
Nets
now.
have two evils, honestly.
But yeah, BLG PSG is gonna be. Whew.
Yeah, you're picking between raw Brussels sprouts.
I have to say, these are really exciting matchups, though.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
whether you have hope or not, for me, these are really, really exciting matchups. Genji, Fnatic, I know that Marek didn't want to have this, but I actually want to see him against Chovy. I want to see what, if Chovy can overcome his international demons as well. I want to see if T1 is going to be the team they were before LCK playoffs. There's a lot of interesting outcomes here and matchups that we can see.
we get
Hopefully
Caps
we can-
Faker again as well
I know.
from
Yeah, that'll be
G2TL.
great.
That's going to be awesome. For what it's worth, Jan was better than he's ever been in LCS playoffs. More kills than any player ever in an LCS playoffs. Core JJ back at it again, going up against that really scary Jackie Love bottom lane. None of these things are like, man, I'm so excited to see them smash them, but like, as you say, I'm excited to see them have the opportunity to show up.
I also think for a player like Jan, who has been like, I want to test myself against the best, Jackie Love and Mako coming out, looking incredibly strong as a bot lane duo like they have for most of the LPL split. So it'll be a good test, right?
Yep.
I want to see how the meta evolves. I want to see how the game evolves, how our teams have been prepping, how much they can fight. I'm excited. I'm really excited. I'm full of hope right now. We'll see about next week, guys. It's been amazing being
it's
with
been
you
great.
at the desk. And that's all for us here at MSI for the play-in stage. We will be back the day after tomorrow, so not that long. Tuesday, May 7th at 11 Central European Time and 5 a.m. Eastern US. Take care and see you soon. Bye-bye.